Initial deposit, aka earnest money deposit or good faith deposit. What is it? Can I lose it? And is it refundable? What's up? This is BK in LA, and today I'm going to tell you all about initial deposits, or at least how they work in California. Please do subscribe. I'll be coming out with a new video every week, and if you can, hit the like button. It does help, and I do appreciate it. What is it? Can you lose it? And is it refundable? It's 3% of your purchase price. You can lose it, and it is refundable. So before we get started, what is the point of the initial deposit? The point of the initial deposit is for the buyer to let the seller and title and escrow know, I am serious. Here's this many of thousands of dollars that escrow can hold to prove that I'm serious, and everybody should really get to work and take me seriously as a buyer. It's due 3 days after we get an accepted offer. I advise buyers to put it in as soon as possible. It's inevitable, it's refundable, and it makes the sellers happy to see it early. Why do we want to keep the sellers happy if I'm representing the buyers? Because once we get into inspections and requests for repairs, which I'll talk about later, we may be asking for things, a reduction in price, a credit towards closing, or a repair. So we want them in a good mood when we ask for stuff. Understandably, I find this to be the most stressful time for buyers. We've been looking at houses, we've been shopping around, we've been putting in offers, then you get an accepted offer, and then boom, within 3 days, you're asked to give 3% cash out of pocket into escrow. We'll get through it. I get it. Definitely understand. Vocabulary wise, it is called the initial deposit on the contract in California. The residential purchase agreement, the RPA, says initial deposit, not earnest money or good faith. The 3% is what the contract defaults to. Some of the terms that it defaults to, we're going to change depending on the seller and the property and multiples or not multiples, etc. But for initial deposit, 3% is the standard, and that is what we should adhere to, because any less than 3% is annoying to the seller, and any more than 3% doesn't advance the position of the buyer. So we'll just do 3%. So how do we lose our deposit? Well, the good way is we can buy the house and we give up the deposit in exchange for property. The other way is we can be in breach of contract, which typically means not removing one of our 3 contingencies: inspection, appraisal, or loan, each in their respective time frame. On the flip side, if any one of those contingencies is still in place, you can cancel and your initial deposit is 100% refundable. It's more difficult as you go. During inspection contingency, it's very easy. For the appraisal and the loan, you need the appraisal and the loan to legitimately come back, different than we expected. Now keep in mind, your entire down payment, which is due at close, is standard 20%. So if you've given 3 for your initial deposit, you subtract it from whatever you're giving at the end. So at the end, you'd now only owe 17. 20 minus the 3 initial, 17 at the end, not 23. All right, that's initial deposit. Thanks for watching. In summary, initial deposit is 3% of your purchase price. It's due 3 days after we get an accepted offer. It is refundable, but we can lose it. So I'll follow this up with a video on contingencies, which is how we protect our initial deposit, as well as a video on escrow explaining just what it is. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next one.